Folks, we're back at it again with another weekly slate prediction. I'm Dom. I'm Gon. Wow. I'm Dom and Gonz, folks. That's all she wrote for that one. GG's. I'm Dom and that's Gonz. Welcome back to our weekly slate predictions. We are indeed in week 12. This season is flying. Like, how are we already in week 12? This is absolutely diabolical. But we're indeed here. Gonz, how are you on this? I'm not gonna lie, guys. We did drop the ball for predictions before Thursday Night Football, but
we're going to get back on track.
We're going to get back on track.
There's nothing but up from here. All right,
literally. In case you guys didn't know, we picked Buffalo to win last night. They indeed did not.
It was on our IG story. It's still there if you want proof.
It's still there. We were both wrong. We thought Buffalo would bounce back. They indeed did not, but here we are. So we're already 0-1 to start the week.
Which is fine.
It's fine. How are you on this Friday afternoon, just one day before the weekend?
I'm doing good. I'm ready to talk some football. Ravens got a big game coming up. Steelers got a big game coming up. Let's jump right in. And we promise we're going to get back on schedule, right, Dom?
We will. I promise y'all we will. When we will, we don't know. But I promise you, we indeed will. All right, so let's just get started with getting these predictions up and running. So now, obviously, like we said, we picked Buffalo to win that game. They indeed did not. They are trash. Sorry, Buffalo Bills fans. Allen sacked 8 times. That's just ridiculous.
If they want to keep losing, that'd be great.
They aren't trash. I don't mean they're trash, but dude, that offense was just abysmal last night. That Texans defense just destroyed Buffalo yesterday. It was bad. All right, so let's get on to the Sunday 1:00 slate. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Chicago to face those Bears. Gonz, who do you got?
Does that say tickets as low as $400? Holy crap.
Well, let me see. Yeah.
This could be one of the contenders for game of the week, potentially, according to the fan bases. But anyway, it is a huge matchup. This is going to be very interesting. You don't know which Pittsburgh team you're going to get. Chicago's been, barely squeaking by. But again, they were garbage last year. So it doesn't matter that they're winning games in any fashion. They're 7-3. I mean, no one thought the Bears were going to be this good this year. So I'm going to go ahead. It's in Chicago. I like that. Rodgers has a wrist injury. He did practice yesterday, though, so he's limited. I'm going to go ahead and pick Chicago. I think they're going to find a way. I think Caleb Williams is going to do just enough. I just don't know if Pittsburgh is still that good. I mean, they beat Cincinnati. That's not a huge win, is it? I mean, it is a huge win because they needed it, but are the Bengals that good on defense?
No, they're not.
Give me Chicago.
I agree. Give me Chicago here. I agree with your reasoning. I'm just anti-Steelers, so I'm picking Chicago just to spite.
If it was in Pittsburgh, I might have went the other way.
Yeah,
they play better at home.
Chicago also, like, both of these teams need this win, right? Because Chicago needs to stay ahead in the standings. Pittsburgh, we're right behind them now after a 4-game winning streak. So they're going to want to keep pace as well. So, but give me Chicago here. I like them here. All right, next up on the board, New England. Those Patriots, those red hot Patriots are heading to Cincinnati to face either Joe Flacco or Joe Burrow, since he's fully been practicing these past 2 days.
And Joe Flacco has not. He's been limited.
He has been taking second team reps. So who do you got?
I think I really want to pick the Patriots, but this could be a potential upset if Burrow plays, because if Burrow's back, I mean, this is like the last gasp for Cincinnati. They're sitting at 3-7. I think this was what they were sitting at last year. Something like that. It was either 3-7 or 4-7, and they went on that little run at the end of the game. Maybe it was 4-8. I don't know. But whatever. I'm going to take New England, but if Burrow plays, this could be really – here's how this game's going to go, in my opinion. I think it's either going to be an all-out massacre for the for the New England Patriots, or it could be just squeaking by with a game-winning field goal for the Bengals if Burrow plays. It's one of those two, for my opinion. Give me the Patriots, though. I think they beat them down.
Agreed. Also, I just don't trust Cincinnati's defense. That defense has just not been good. And I think May has been developing really good chemistry with his weapons. Travion Henderson has been playing really, really well as of late. Diggs has come along really well with this team. I just don't see the Bengals being able to get consistent stops on this Patriots
They played pretty well against Pittsburgh. Or not pretty well, but decent.
They played decently against Pittsburgh. I just don't know how they hold up against this Patriots team. Give me Drake May in a win here. All right, next up, those Giants are heading to Detroit to face a Lions team who is now looking from the outside in the playoff race. Gonz, what do you got?
I'm going to get Detroit here. I think they bounce back. I don't think the Giants are going to be – I mean, they might keep it competitive, but the fact that it's in Detroit, Detroit is playing better football at home. A lot of their losses are road losses. I think that might not be true. Regardless, I'm picking the Lions. Agreed. I think it is true, though. I can count the number of losses on my fingers. Green Bay on the road. The only loss at home was Minnesota, and then yesterday the Eagles, or last week the Eagles on the road. So give me the Lions.
I agree. Lions. They will be without the Giants. Will be without Jackson Dart again. They will have Jameis, and he loves to air it out. But I think the Lions, they'll probably get a bounce back game to try to make sure they can try to actually contend at the end of the season of the playoffs. Next up, we have an NFC North matchup. Has the capability of being a good one. We have the Minnesota Vikings traveling to the Wisconsin, Green Bay to face those Packers. Gonz, what do you got?
This is another interesting matchup because Green Bay hasn't looked exactly like a good football team the past few weeks. But Minnesota, they're still figuring things out with J.J. McCarthy. I mean, this is only like his, fifth or sixth ever game. So I think in Green Bay, Green Bay handles business.
Agreed. Yeah, I think J.J. is going to have to show me some. He's going to have Micah Parsons breathing down his neck in this one. So I'm going to take the Packers here at home. They might just be too formidable at that point. All right, next up, Mike Mack and the Seattle Seahawks heading to Tennessee to take on those Titans. Gonz, who do you got?
Tough loss for Seattle last week. Darnold, really terrible game.
Dude,
but we're still in at the very end.
Yeah.
Say that again?
I said he was seeing ghost out there. I don't know what.
The names were back. But yet they still had a shot at the end of the game to kick a game-winning field goal. It's like 61 yards that was missed. They only held Stafford to 130 yards passing. That just shows you how good the defense is. So Seattle bounce back win for sure.
Agreed. Yeah, I think they bounce back for sure. Like I said, believe they are currently in playoff contention. They're going to want to keep pace with that as well, since the NFC West is a little bit of a dogfight so far this year. So definitely going to want to keep pace. Next up, we have a good matchup. Another one that has potential to be game of the week. We have the Indianapolis Colts traveling to Kansas City to take on a Chiefs team who, again, is also from the outside looking in playoff-wise. Gonz, what do you got?
I just don't trust. I'm still not on the hype train anymore after what I saw Daniel Jones do against Pittsburgh. And I think Kansas City's defense could get after him. I think Kansas City's backs are against the wall right now. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they're going to get it done. But again, if they lose, I'm not angry, because if they win, it's a win-win situation. I get a win for my record. If they lose, it's the Chiefs losing. So I really could care less. Give me the Chiefs.
Give me Indy in an upset.
Yeah, I love it.
Give me Indy in an upset. I think that defense can get after Mahomes. Mahomes was in hell last week against that Denver Broncos team. He did not play his best game. And I think Indy could potentially do the same thing. Maybe they can rattle him a little bit. We'll see. We will definitely see. But give me the Colts in an upset, just because I'm also anti-Chiefs. All right, next up we're going to skip Jets Baltimore. We'll bring you guys that this weekend. Next up on the list, those Browns are heading to Vegas. Oh, God. Look at this game. The Browns are heading to Vegas. We have a top edge rusher versus a top edge rusher. Myles Garrett, Max Crosby in the same building. Gonz, I'm not going to lie. Shador is starting in this game against this Raiders team. I don't know, man. I'm low-key leaning the Browns here. I'm not going to lie to you. I think they can take down the Raiders. Whose defense? I think this game is really whose defense do I trust the most? And low key, I trust the Browns' defense a little bit more to be able to get consistent stops, maybe even a turnover or two. So give me this Cleveland Browns team. I think Shador gets his first win as a starter.
He looked awful last week.
He did. He did. I will say he did. Yeah.
This could easily go either way, honestly. I think Geno is the better quarterback, even though he's played pretty poor this year. Oh, fine. I know I said I would never do it again, but they're 2-8. Both 2-8
Both
teams.
of them are 2-8.
Give me the Vegas Raiders.
Oh, shucks. All right.
They're favored by 4. The
Raiders are favored. They're favored. They're at home, so who knows?
I'm glad it's at home. Not in Cleveland, like we said, they don't play as well as on the road as they do at home.
They don't play as well. They don't. But I think
Shador a little bit. You got to get some. You got Brock Bowers is going to have some yards because that dude is pretty good.
Agreed.
So I think that they can eke out a win. Daniel Carlson, even if it's only field goals, I think even kicking only field goals in this game might be enough to win. Because I just don't believe Shador is going to do very good.
I think the thing about Shador is real quick. He has he has shown more of a tendency to want to push the ball downfield compared to Gabriel, who hasn't. So I think with that, it could give the Browns a little bit of juice.
But he also holds the ball forever and takes a lot of
hold the ball for way too long. I agree.
He made that Baltimore pass rush look like the best thing on earth.
And we know how it's questionable. So yeah, you're right. But I don't know. I'm leaning towards the young dude. I think
Max Crosby forced some fumbles.
I think he can. Yikes, that's not good. Sorry, I just saw a tweet from Ian Rappaport. Dan Campbell just confirmed that tight end Sam Laporta for the Lions has surgery on his back, and his chances of returning this season are very, very slim. So that's unfortunate. Prayers for Sam Laporta. All right, next up on the list, the Jacksonville Jaguars are heading to Arizona to take on Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals. The Jacksonville Jaguars just made just made Justin Herbert look like a rookie quarterback. So I don't know what was going on with that team. I know the the Chargers have been dealing with injuries on that offensive line, but give me the Jaguars here. I think they can get it done against Arizona. Jacoby has been playing well. He's been playing okay, I will say, but I don't know. I just trust Jacksonville a little bit more here, and trust is a very, very interesting word to use. But give me Jacksonville.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that too. Again, which Jacksonville team is going to show up? I don't know, but I think the Cardinals just aren't going to have enough firepower. If this defense can do even an ounce of what it did last week to the Chargers, I think they're going to get the dub. So give me the Jags.
Agreed. We got another good one, an NFC East matchup. The Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. This is the game that kicked off the season on week 1. Game was pretty close early in the year. Mind you, the Eagles had to play that game without Jalen Carter due to him being ejected before the game even started. This time, Carter will be in the lineup against Dallas. This one's going to be interesting because Dallas's defense is not that good. They played well against them week 1, but Philly's offense, as we mentioned off camera, has not been playing great themselves. So this is an interesting battle. Divisional matchups are always going to be tough, but I'm going with Philly. I'm going to take Philly here. I trust them to be able to get more stops than Dallas's defense does. And I think that this could be the game where that offense starts clicking. We'll see, but give me Philly.
Well, you didn't mention that Dallas had a much better game against the Las Vegas Raiders, and I get it was the Raiders, but still,
I was about to say
Still, their defense was garbage, and they might be figuring some things out with Quinnen Williams in the middle.
That is true. They do have Quinnen
in the middle.
I forgot to mention that's different.
Davian Clowney on the edge. I mean, Darius Overshown. I don't know if you know who that is. He's one of the younger linebackers.
Yeah, he just came back from injury. Yeah,
their rookie 3rd-round pick cornerback, I forget his name, activated off IR, played pretty well, did pretty well on Brock Bowers. So, I mean, the signs are pointing Cowboys in this game, honestly, because I think the Cowboys offense can move on this defense. And I don't think that the Eagles are going to be able to slip by and win by scoring less than 20 like they've been doing.
No, they will have to put up points.
So
they're not going to be able to scoop.
I think Dallas has a real good chance of winning this game because I'm really not on the Philly bandwagon. I'm really not. I don't think they're playing good ball at all. I mean, yeah, their defense is making stops, but I don't know. I feel like that Lions game was pretty fluky. I think if Dan Campbell would have settled for field goals more, I think the game would have been different. And they got a fluky pass interference call to win the game. So that was just a mess game, honestly.
Yeah,
and again, Dom gets away with picking the Eagles, even though they played like garbage. So Dallas should win this game. Therefore, I'm going to pick the Philadelphia Eagles because they're going to find a way to win just like they've been doing, and I'm not going to fall for it this time. I'm tired.
Did you guys hear the little bit of a saltiness in that response just a little bit before he made his pick?
Now watch the Dallas Cowboys win now just because I'm picking the Philadelphia Eagles. Watch.
I don't know. Anything happens any given Sunday.
I think they have a real good chance, and I think they should win this game if they can mimic any sort of things that they did last week, but give me the Eagles just because of the juju, and they're going to find a way to win. It's going to be like 23-20, and they're going to just find a way because Brandon Aubrey's going to like miss 2 field goals, or Dak's going to throw 3 interceptions and sack, or something dumb, something that they're just going to lose in a stupid way. So give me the Eagles.
All right, Eagles.
I don't like this matchup for Philly. That's all, but I'm still picking them to win because of the juju.
That's very, very, very fair. Next up, we had an NFC South matchup. Atlanta Falcons heading to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Wow, how Atlanta has fallen. Can we just talk about the fact that Atlanta had every single thing running for them to be a good team this year and try to make a run? They sacrificed first-round picks to draft to help their defense. They don't have a first-round pick next year, by the way, and they are not a good football team. And it's crazy to think that about this Atlanta team because there was expectations going into this year. You had Penix coming in with a full off season of training and preparation with the ones and all that, and it's just wow. That's
I don't feel like Penix has been that bad this year. I feel
he
like
hasn't been terrible.
When they've had to put Kirk in, it's just been awful. It's
just not been good. It's crazy though. It's really crazy though.
He's so washed. He needs to retire.
What, Kirk?
Oh yeah, he's done. I mean, he just looks terrible.
Dude, terrible. He really got that bag from Atlanta. They signed him to that contract. I was like, wow. This wow. Oh, quick yawn. Sorry, folks. Sorry about that, folks.
I could see Dom is clearly enjoying his time. I'm joking.
No. My sleep schedule is terrible, folks. Please excuse me. But when it comes to Atlanta, New Orleans, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know who I even trust here at this point. This is also another weird one, kind of like Cleveland and Vegas. I don't know. Give me Atlanta. I think Atlanta has better weapons offensively. I think they can get it done against New Orleans. Who's also, I mean, they're starting their rookie Tyler. I don't know how well he's been doing. I haven't been keeping track with him, but he has gotten them a win.
Carolina beat the 6-5 Panthers.
There you go. So he's gotten them a win. So, but I'm going to take Atlanta here. I think they take it.
Give me Tyler Shuck in the New Orleans Saints. I mean, they're at home. They're favored by 2.5. No Michael Penix. He's out for the season. It's going to be you-know-who. And I think the Saints defense can really get after him. And watch, because I'm doing that, they're going to get blown out. But I'm still going to do it anyway.
Time out. Where is your faith, sir?
There's just too many. I'm tired of picking the correct matchup and then they just lose. Like I'm scarred from the Jackson Dart 26-8 blown lead. I'm scarred from other games as well. Just absolutely total collapses. I'm scarred from Indy losing to the Steelers when we thought there was no way they would lose it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm scarred from the Packers losing to the Eagles at home 10-7. Are you kidding me? Matt LaFleur? So yeah, I apologize, folks, if I'm skeptical about picking my picks because we didn't go over the records. We'll go over the records at the end. I'm falling behind, and I want to not fall too deep behind. So I'll ride with the Saints, though. I think they're the better matchup, and I think they'll get it done. Hopefully, please.
He's begging you, Saints, to please get the win Sunday. Next up, Sunday Night Football. We got a good one.
It's making me look bad. These losses are making me look dumb, and it's not even my picks.
It's not your fault. You're not even dumb. That's the thing. It's not your fault. You're like you said. You're making accurate picks. They're just not. They're not executing. That's not your fault. That's not your fault at all. All right, next up, Sunday Night Football. We got a good one on the slate. Two really good teams here. Tampa Bay Buccaneers heading to Los Angeles to take on those Rams. I'm not going to lie. I've been high on both. Like, if you guys have been paying attention to these prediction videos, I've been high on both of these teams. I have a lot of respect for Tampa Bay, and I have a lot of respect for LA for what they've been doing this year. Baker's been playing well, and Bowles has had that team playing as well.
Baker, I feel like you've had more hype on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but that's just.
Have I really?
I feel like you have. I mean,
I have a lot of
the year. You were just bucks, and they were just winning. I'm like, okay, I see.
I have a lot of respect for the Bucs, man. I have a lot of respect for that team. They've been playing well, but I also have a lot of respect for that Los Angeles Rams team. You know, I've been high on this Rams team even before the season started. I was high on this Rams team. I have a lot of respect for
finally put good things together. I mean, usually they start off really bad, and then they find a way to sneak into the playoffs and make noise. But now they're actually playing pretty well all season.
Good. Yeah. So, they've been playing good. Like, you got to give credit. In this game, though, I'm going to take the Rams here.
Oh, pick the Bucs. Come on.
What? I'm just saying, you know, like, first of all, the Rams are at home.
I know. It's a good
You know what I mean? The Bucs are still beaten up. I don't know. Bucky Irving will not be in this game. And that's the
Sean
one
Tucker?
Huh?
Sean Tucker's going to play, though.
That's true. I think that's just the one downside of this Bucs team. Those injuries have been detrimental because they lost Mike Evans. Chris Godwin has been in and out of the lineup. Egbuka has been in and out of the lineup. I mean, Bucky Irving's been out. Like, that offense has taken hits, but they've still found ways. But I just think the Rams, they're clicking right now. Stafford has thrown 3+ touchdowns in the last 5 games, like 4 or 5 games. Like, he's on fire right now. It's going to be a close one. I think this game is going to be close. I think the Bucs will fight. Do not get it twisted. But the Rams are just clicking right now. They're clicking, and I'm taking Matthew Stafford at home.
Yeah, I'll take the Rams. I think they're decent.
Oh, so you wanted me to pick the Bucs, but you're picking the Rams. Why don't you pick the Bucs? What's wrong?
I haven't been high on the Bucs this year like you. I've been more high on the Rams, honestly. So yeah, seriously, you were in the first. I
know. I still am. Like, I still have a lot of.
There you go, folks. Yeah, I just don't. I agree. The injuries are just mounting for them. No Mike Evans, no Chris Godwin. I mean, that's their best players right there. No Bucky Irving, and I know they got Sean Tucker and Kate Otten and a couple other guys. Tristan Wirfs on the offensive line, right? And I hope he's still there. I just don't know. I think the injuries are proving to be a little bit too much. They're playing a harder schedule. They're starting to lose a little bit more games than they were. They're down to 6-4 now. And if they lose this, they're going to be down to 6-5. So I think they're going to lose this game on the road. So give me the Los Angeles Rams.
All right. And next up to end the week, we have a interesting team lineup here. The Carolina Panthers are heading to San Francisco to take on the Niners for Monday Night Football. Excuse me. Wow, this is interesting. This is more close than a lot of people think because the Panthers have actually been playing decent.
And snuck out some good road wins, too.
Yeah, they've been playing well, I will say. The Niners did get Brock Purdy back, which proved to be well because him and Kittle had a day last week, I think. You know what? I low-key still want to take the Niners at home. I think the Niners take this one. What? You thought I was going to pick the Panthers, didn't you?
Yeah. You gave a nice little hint to it, but that's fine.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Niners here. I'm going to take the Niners to win at home. Like I said, they're still also in the hunt for the playoffs. And the Niners are another team kind of like the Bucs where they have just been rattled with injuries, but have still been able to fight. Got to give respect where respect is due is there as well. But I'm taking the Niners at home with Purdy.
Yeah, I think they'll get it done. Carolina might. I don't know. Can Carolina win? Yes, most definitely. Because I'm not sure which Niners team is going to show up. Sometimes the Niners have struggled. They still got a bunch of injuries. I know Fred Warner's gone. A couple other guys are banged up too. No Nick Bosa either. They haven't had him for like most of the season.
Yeah, he's out for the season. Yeah. So.
Juwan Jennings, he's been good. Kittle's been good. Still no Ayuk either. I don't know if he's coming back.
I guess his injury is just more severe than we thought.
Maybe. So, yeah, I feel like Kyle Shanahan's the better coach. Carolina's still a young, up-and-coming team. I was going to take Niners. Yeah, I wanted you to pick somebody else. I need to make some comebacks here because I'll just transition into that. I think that's the last game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dom currently holds, I think, a 7-game lead right now. So I need him to start picking other teams. That's why I've been hoping he would do that, but he hasn't.
I have picked other teams. I picked the Browns. I picked the Browns over the Raiders, and I picked
Falcons over the Saints. That's it.
And Indy over KC.
Oh, that's right. No, that's right.
Remember? Yeah. So I picked a couple of different teams.
All right, so I could gain some ground back.
Unless I just picked all right this week and I go undefeated.
You might go undefeated. I don't know. I mean, you've been right about a lot of these games, even if they're fluky or not. You are now. He is 108, 51 and 1, and I am 101. You were 108, 51 and 1. Oh, I said that right. And I am 101, 58 and 1. So 7-game difference right there. Last week he went 13 and 2, and I went 11 and 4. So not terrible records for us last week. He's just been. I've only had like maybe 1 or 2 really bad records, and I think for Dom, he would say the same about himself. I think there was one week where we went like 8 and 8 or something. Or 9.
It was a bad week.
But for the majority, we've gone okay, like 10 and 5.
I don't think we've been below 500 all year.
I mean, those are pretty decent records, like 101, 50, even 101, 58 and 1. I mean, it's not great, but it's okay. I mean, your record's better. You have a 2-to-1 win ratio, but I could get over that hump in like 2 weeks. Honestly,
you could.
You
could.
Let's see what happens.
We'll see.
We still got 6 weeks of football left to predict after this, so there's plenty of time.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Whole third of the season left.
Jeez, time is flying. Ravens got to get it together, but we'll talk about that Saturday. All right, folks, that'll do it for us for this Week 12 slate prediction video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fancy jazz. Thank you for tuning in for this one, Gonz. Any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
We'll see. I'm leaning on you, New Orleans. Come on, Tyler Shuck. Come on. I know the defense has been playing better for the Saints recently. They only held the Panthers to 7 points, and they put 30 on Atlanta the other day. So we'll see.
Anything can happen, man. Anything. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Please, like I said, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe to us if you like the content. What did we get right? What did we get wrong? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. We'll bring you pregame talk this weekend to discuss Ravens-Jets. Ravens will be playing at home 1 p.m. on Sunday. We'll bring you all that fancy jazz later. But until then, I'm Dom. That's Gonz. We'll catch you later. Go Ravens. Enjoy your weekend.